During this sprint, we created an approval process for both the International Business Department and real estate. And before I get into showing you the actual demo, we created two queues, one for international business and one for real estate. And the reason for creating queues is because the licensing for the Salesforce license can only be given to two people. One, the system administrator, which is me, and then there would only be one other Salesforce option. And because of that, nobody else could go in and edit the cases. So we created a queue, and that way multiple users can be part of that queue. So with the IB app, you can see if we edit this, Holly Alderman, the advisor, and Jennifer Chapman, the instructor of record, are assigned to this IB queue. And then same thing for real estate. We have the advisor and the instructor of record assigned to the queue. Additionally, we created two approval processes, one for real estate and one for international business. So basically, upon submission, whether it's IB or real estate, depending on the department, it will automatically, because we triggered it in Process Builder, automatically the case will be assigned to a specific queue for approval, and then there's an approval process involved. So like I said, we initiated that in Process Builder, we created the approval processes here, and went in and created two queues, one for IB and one for real estate. So going into Community Builder, I'm going to create a new case. First, I'll do international business, and I'm going to do myself, and I'm international business. I'm not going to fill out any of that. I'm not going to fill out any of this just for the sake of showing the approval process. So I'm going to hit save, and then you can see that if you go back into application, this is the case, and it automatically, the status goes to pending advisor, because it is now time for the advisor to review the application. Upon submission, the advisor automatically goes into review. So Holly and Jennifer will be receiving an email because they're both part of the queue. But because Holly's the advisor and the status is pending advisor, she would be the one who would actually go in and approve for this case. So if you click on the case number and go to related, she can go in and approve or reject, but let's just say she approves because the credit hours and all the eligibility requirements have been satisfied. So she approves, and then if we look back at the case, the status changes to pending instructor. So now that Holly's approved it, the case will then go on, and Jennifer will now know, okay, it's her turn to approve. So before she approves that, let's wait some time so that it allows her to go in and approve. And let's create a new case for real estate. And I'm going to be Molly Kish. I'm applying for a real estate internship, and we'll just go ahead and save that. So once this is saved, if we go back into the application, automatically the status is set to pending instructor. The reason why is because with real estate, the application immediately goes to the instructor of record first, and then after the instructor of record reviews it, it then goes on to the advisor. So it's switched. For international business, it goes to the advisor and then instructor of record. For real estate, it goes first to the instructor of record. So the instructor of record can go in, and this would be, and Henry and Dee Dee would both be receiving emails because they are assigned to the queue. So since Henry's the instructor of record, he would see this, he would go in, and he could approve it. And then the status changes to pending advisor because now it's Dee Dee's turn to go in. So let's go back to the international business case where it's pending instructor, and the instructor could then go in and approve the case. And then once that's approved, the status is set to approved here. And then same with real estate, it's pending advisor now, but let's go in and approve. And now the status is set to approve. So for both the real estate and the international business application, we saw the approval process from first going to the advisor, then the instructor of record, and then ultimately being approved. And then finally, once the trigger, we already have also started setting up a trigger so that a week before the end date of the internship, a survey is sent out to the supervisor. And once the survey is sent out to the supervisor, that's when the status will be changed to pending evaluation. And we've already started the survey, but we're in the process of working on that. So that concludes Sprint 3.